Welcome back. It is Sunday, May 12th in the MLB. Our three best bets are on the way. It's Austin joined by Logan. Let's dive into a recap from yesterday. Another winning day for us, a 2-1 day, turning our 5-0 sweep into a 7-1 run. Hopefully we can continue that today. Let's talk about our winners. D-backs plus a half in the first five. They won it outright. We certainly appreciate the D-backs showing up. Christian Scott's over and out's pretty sweat-free. The only loser, Dodgers, Padres, both to score 3+ runs. The Dodgers did their job. Padres, 0 runs. What are we doing, guys? They just could not get anything going. I did like the over in that game. 1 for 17 runners in scoring position. Sounds about right. Sounds like a game I targeted runs. No timely hits. But a 2-1 day, we're not going to cry about that. We'll take 2-1 days for the rest of our lives, as that's what it comes down to. We got more picks coming inbound. If you guys can do us one favor, though, go into if you have not subscribed, go down below, smash the subscribe button. We're trying to hit 200K subscribers. It is a great day. It is Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the 6 mothers probably watching the videos out there. But if you're a sports betting mother, we love you. Say hi to your mothers. We love all of them. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. But Logan, we're not here to wish people happy Mother's Day. We're here to deliver some winners. And I know you got a certified winner. Cooked up. What you got?
Yeah, let's make our mamas proud. How about that? Let's go 3-0 this weekend. We're starting with a money line. I'm going to the Orioles game and I'm taking the Orioles on the money line, -122 odds on FanDuel. You look at this one. Yes, I'm going the exact place that I was yesterday, but yesterday I took Diamondbacks first five plus a half. That one cashed, but I think that the Diamondbacks missed their opportunity to win that game outright. Went to extra innings. Very deflating loss if you're the Diamondbacks. You got the runner in scoring position, just could not get that guy home. Gallen at plus value is plus value for a reason. I want you guys to look at that because Zach Gallen is one of the more overvalued pitchers year in and year out. He normally commands a pretty hefty price on the money line. I like the Orioles to finish off the series sweep today. Like I said, I think the Diamondbacks missed their opportunity. And even with their ace on the mound today, don't like their matchup. Dean Kramer starts for the Orioles. 3.57 ERA and a .97 whip for Dean Kramer. Not my favorite pitcher historically to back, but I like his matchup today. On the season, Arizona 28th in average and 28th in OPS versus righties. They've been terrible versus right-handed pitching all year long. It hasn't changed recently. Arizona only hitting .211 against righties in their last 3 games. They did their damage yesterday against John Means, and I told you they would. I said lefties is where you want to target Arizona, not righties. I don't have faith in them getting to Dean Kramer. Gallen could pitch well on his side and still not win because I don't trust that he's going to get any run support today. It's how I see it. Dean Kramer, a pretty solid pitcher at striking out batters. I think he sits down Arizona today. I think their offense just blatantly just doesn't show up. And then on the other side, you've got Zach Allen, as I kind of mentioned, 2.84 ERA and a 1.13 whip for Zach Allen. You look at his home and road splits. This is what's crazy. 0.53 ERA at home compared to a 4.71 ERA on the road. This is kind of just the motto with Zach Allen. On the road, you kind of cringe if you're backing him. And that's why he's commanding a plus value price because he's not been the same pitcher on the road as he is at home. Also, his StatCast metrics this year are pretty alarming. 52nd percentile in chase and 51st percentile in whiff percentage. Normally, Gallen is a big strikeout guy that he relies on hitters expanding their zone, seeing pitches outside of the zone that they just cannot lay off of. It hasn't really been that way this year for Gallen, and he's paying for it. 4th percentile in hard hit percentage. Not good at all. And when we look at the Orioles, hitting .265 against righties in their last 3 games. Solid offense against right-handed pitching, unlike the Diamondbacks who can't be trusted. And then Gallen is worse against lefties. That makes sense because the lefty-righty split, but 200 batting average and 536 OPS to righties compared to a 242 batting average and 755 OPS to lefties. That's important to note because Baltimore can stack lefties. You got Gunnar, you got Adley, you got Santander, Cowser, and Mullins. Those are all lefties that they can stack in this lineup. I don't know what their lineup looks like right now, but I would imagine they would want guys in there like that against Zach Allen because that's where his more weakness is to left-handed batters. And then we go to bullpens. Arizona, 21st in bullpen ERA. Baltimore, 7th in bullpen ERA. Look, I like the Orioles bullpen a lot more than I like the Arizona bullpen. Arizona bullpen, I don't think is all that great. They had a Mickey Mouse postseason run from a great bullpen, but they're not that good. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Orioles on the money line as my first pick. But also, you got a player prop for us. Where are you going?
Yeah, I'm going to a pitcher prop. We've done really well in these outs props. We're going to another one on a Sunday. I think it's about 4 p.m. first pitch. And I'm going to Kyle Harrison of the San Francisco Giants over 15 and a half outs. Currently about minus 125 on Bet365. I don't mind this at up to minus 140. Personally, I would hope that the line kind of bumped up to 16 and a half so you could get some better value, because more often than not, guys aren't typically finishing with 16, 17 outs. They're normally going 5 innings pitch, which is 15, or you're going 18 outs, which is 6 innings pitch, or maybe even further, which we certainly would. If Kyle Harrison wants to throw 7 innings, go for it. Now, Kyle Harrison this season been a little bit up and down, but we look at the Giants just coming in here from a team perspective. They had to use 5 bullpen arms yesterday. 2 guys that they used yesterday had to pitch on back-to-back days, and then they also have to get the Dodgers, who are on deck starting tomorrow. Obviously, a game against the Reds doesn't mean to them really as much as a series against the Dodgers. So wouldn't be surprised if Kyle Harrison is struggling. Let's say he gives up 5 runs, but the Reds are putting some damage on him early. Probably going to rest that bullpen and just let Kyle Harrison be a punching bag out there if that's what it comes down to. But we've seen Harrison. He is over this line in 5 of his 8 starts. Not too shabby. And his unders, where he did not get to the 5 1/3 innings pitched, 16 outs, he allowed 10, 9, and 8 base runners. So he didn't pitch well. He also, one thing I did note, he hit a batter in every single start. He did not go over this line. So if he hits a batter today early in the game, we're probably chalked. But other than that, I'm just joking. I mean, his unders did come against Arizona, like Logan talked about. Kyle Harrison, a lefty, against Arizona. Very good team at hitting lefties. One against the Dodgers, another tough team to throw against. And then the Red Sox, a team that has respectable batters in their lineup. So all 3 games he went under came against some pretty respectable offenses. I don't know what the Reds are these days, but they haven't been very respectable against lefties. Over the last 2 weeks, here's how the Reds have done against left-handed pitchers. A .188 batting average, 3rd lowest. .258 on base percentage, 5th lowest. Their walk percentage isn't very high. And a 48 WRC plus, the 3rd lowest in the MLB. They have really struggled against lefties. The last few that have faced them, like Logan talked about, John Means just yesterday, he faced them. He cooked them. He had 7 innings pitched. Then you had other guys that went 6 1/3, another 7 innings pitch. These Reds are just not seeing lefties well right now. Kyle Harrison is a guy that's pitched really well at home, 2.66 ERA and a 1.08 whip last year at home, allowed a 195 batting average at home last year as well. He also faced the Reds once last year in his 2nd ever start, 6 1/3, 3 hits, 0 earned runs, 11 Ks. I don't need 11 Ks. Sometimes when you're chasing the Ks, you can run up your pitch count with some foul balls. Go for some weak contact is all we're asking for, but I really think he can have another outing where he can carve up this Reds team that's still really struggling against left-handed pitchers. Harrison, if you were to look at his metrics, he's 15th out of 75 qualified pitchers in terms of pitches per inning. So we can get a couple efficient innings in there, we should be good. The most pitches he's thrown this year is about 95. So I anticipate him having a pretty long leash here today, given the Dodgers are on deck. I think he get us at least over 15 and a half outs, our favorite pitcher prop of the day. Kyle Harrison, go throw out there and throw some 6 innings pitched and we'll be pretty good here. But Logan, wrap up the video with our 3rd and final pick of the day. Let's try to go for a 4th straight winning day. Who are we rolling with?
Yeah, we're going out to Coors Field. I'm taking the Rangers and Rockies over 11. Minus 105 odds on DraftKings is your best value. Now, if this one does change, go to maybe 10 and a half. Obviously we could get bad CLV on this one, but I still do like the over 11. There's a push potential there that they land right on 11. After seeing 6 and 11 runs in this series, the total line is up from 10.5 to 11. This one is going over by a good margin. I see it coming. These 2 teams are sitting on a just like explosion of runs. Let's talk about who's starting for the Rockies first, though. It's going to be Ty Blach, 3.46 ERA and a 1.15 WHIP. That ERA is a little bit deceiving. Ty Blach is not a 3.4 ERA guy. I'll be disrespectful for a minute there, but I don't even think he goes past 3 or 4 innings pitched. I think they want to limit the damage, but he's 1st percentile in whiff percentage, 1st percentile in K percentage. Pitchers like that don't really get the swing and a miss and don't strike out anybody playing in Coors Field. Yeah, their ERA is due some hard regression. And I think that does start today against the Rangers, who are batting .278 versus lefties in their last 3 games. They are 1st in batting average and 1st in OPS with runners in scoring position. This offense is sitting on a 7+ run performance. They've just been held down too much recently for me to just sit here and say, oh yeah, they're looking like a 3 or 4 type team total run game again. No, I think they are absolutely going to explode today, and I think it does start with Ty Blach and then whoever follows him, because I don't think the arms behind him are all that good either. I think they're going to use him as a maybe first time through the order guy. Doesn't really matter. I think he's going to get crushed. I think he gives up 4 earned runs at a bare minimum. And then we look on the other side. Got Jose Urena starting for the Rangers, 3.86 ERA and a 1.29 WHIP for Urena. My boy, Jose Urena. If you've been on this channel for a while, you know I love fading this guy in any imaginable way. He's been okay with the Rangers, I will say, but look at his career at Coors. 5.73 ERA at Coors Field in his career. He's had a long career, by the way. And then last year, you remember he had a brief cup of coffee with the Rockies where he had a few games pitched there. 8.76 ERA pitching at Coors last year. Not too kind to my boy Jose Urena. Now, the reason why Jose Urena pitches so poorly in Coors is because he uses a lot of pitches that the vertical movement on them can change in Coors Field. He uses a slider, sinker, and changeup. The movement at altitude in Coors Field, a little bit different. So sometimes he's left overcompensating, leaving pitches right in the middle of the zone or walking a bunch of guys, which Jose Urena is really good at walking people. He doesn't strike anyone out. He's more of a pitch to contact guy, which again is always dangerous at Coors Field. 15th percentile in K percentage. And he still walks plenty of batters too. He hasn't fixed that. 32nd percentile in walk percentage. Look, putting on free base runners, never a good thing if you're a pitcher. And after scoring 8 yesterday, I'm able to finally trust the Rockies to put some hits together and turn them into runs, because there's been a lot of stretches that I look at this Rockies team and I don't know what I'm getting. I think they can get at least, six plus runs, contribute to that over today. I told you guys how I feel about the Rangers. I think they give us a lot of runs. And look at these 2 bullpens, right? It doesn't really matter what these quote starters are, because I don't think either of these starters go that deep into the game. But you got the Texas Rangers, 28th in bullpen ERA. You got the Rockies, 22nd in bullpen ERA. 2 very back of the pack bullpens. You're going to get 9 innings of at-bats for these teams. You're going to get a lot of run opportunities. Do they convert them into runs today for us? I truly hope so. I think the opportunities will be there again. I don't swing the bats for them, so I can't quite tell you, but I do think the opportunities will be there. I do really like the over in Coors Field as my 3rd pick.
And that's our card. 3 picks, hopefully 3 winners. Again, happy Mother's Day to every mother out there. Let's have a wonderful day. Let's hopefully turn that into a 4th straight winning day. No nerfies today because we really haven't liked any nerfies, and we're not going to come out here, especially when we're a little bit cold, start forcing some nerfies, which are basically a coin flip bet. And when you're not lucky, it's kind of hard to get luck on a nerfie. So let's go to 3-2-1, 3-0 hopefully today, wrap up a Sunday, and hopefully start off next week with another winning day. So you guys have a wonderful Sunday, and we'll see you guys back again tomorrow with some more picks. Peace.